What's up, my crypto legends? We're going to analyze the situation here for Bitcoin with this major correction just after that US news that we did have at 2:30 Central European time. We could see that pumpy action with the news, and we were hitting major resistance levels with hardly any volume. We're going to go through that scenario right away on the live stream. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, guys. Just scroll down the video and absolutely destroy it. We've got almost 200 people watching at this moment. So let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin here, because we did have a kind of a move to the upside. It was looking kind of bullish. People were a little bit excited on this move right over here, and I'm going to explain how this was not a successful breakout, not going anywhere. We were still hitting a major resistance zone despite we were getting above this daily level over here, but the volume, the 1 hourly close, was exactly below this major daily level. Right, what daily level? This one right over here, the close and open of the 29th and 30th of August right there. As you can see here, this is a huge level of resistance, and if we go here to the 1 hourly chart, we can see that we were at the value area high, okay, from the trading zone here for the last week or so. Okay, looking from the 27th of August, okay, we were just at that value area high. And also we got a value area low where we at right now. We are currently at the value area low. This is also a big major zone. We could get a pretty nice bounce from this level, or we could actually break it. Okay, very important, this value area high from this trading zone. We are still inside of the zone. Okay, we're still inside of a major zone. So as soon as we start breaking successfully this weekly level, which are these lows over here, then it could get pretty messy for Bitcoin, and we could go much, much lower. At this moment, we're just at the value area low. I want to explain the scenario here on what happened, taking a look at the major lower time frames. We can take a look at the 15-minute, the 5-minute chart, okay, and explain this scenario. We had the volume news, all right, okay. This was news that was today at 2:30, unemployment rate, okay, and I think it was pretty bad. It was up a little bit more than last month, so it was bad news, and the price action pumped. This was very, very unusual. So why was it pumping with bad news? It was probably just getting, you know, some major short squeeze, just a little bit of pumpy action. But this kind of price action over here, looking at the 15-minute, is absolutely exhausting. There's no power on this pump. You could actually made a quick little trade here on this pump here with this massive volume. We had a quick correction to retest. All right, this is, you know, major strategies that we have been talking for the last few weeks. If you break a high that does have high volume, right, in this case, this is why I have these boxes, right, we do have the center bit here with large volume, as you can see on the chart. This was just very early this morning when we did create these highs around about the $20,200 range. As you can see, that we were talking about this kind of diamond pattern over here. Well, the very highs has a very big amount of volume. As you can see, there's a big spike, okay, nothing compared to this or this, but there was a pretty large spike in volume. So I did not trade this. I'm in another short position from this level. I'll explain that all right away in just 1 minute. But just to talk about these major opportunities, guys, because these opportunities just happen pretty fast, all right? Looking at the 15-minute, these are scalp opportunities. Remember, volume. We want to take a look at volume. This huge spike in volume right there with this major candlestick that happened today, very early this morning. What happened? We were breaking out. This is when I was finishing the live stream. We were breaking out from this zone, hitting resistance, all right, hitting the value area high, creating this, you know, choppy action. Where did we retrace after having this pretty interesting volume? The price action retraced exactly to the highest volume resistance level, as you can see, getting that beautiful bounce to retest the highs, guys. It is really that simple. Of course, it's not that simple because your emotions are in. You don't know if it's going to go lower or higher, but these are quick trades. You're bouncing from the volume range here on, you know, early this morning, big massive candle with some decent volume. There's no volume during the day till we had the news. We had that news coming out at 2:30 Central European time. Big spike to the upside, breaking these highs. Then you at least a potential one retest of this level, you can see bounced exactly at that $20,200 area to come back up and retest the highs. Now, double top, swing failure. here on the 15 minute, you can clearly see here that we were getting kind of exhausted, right? On the 5 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, all right? This is pure exhaustion right there. I will explain right away here on the 5 minute, looking at these day trade scalping scenarios. And we can see right there, choppy action. This is already failing to try and break this resistance zone. And what happened is that we created a lower high. I entered a trade here, knowing that we either create a kind of head and shoulders scenario, we create a lower high or another test of the highs here slightly, and then have this major correction. Now, we can see, this was hitting the 618. Let me just quickly zoom back in. When you have this choppy action, you do not successfully break here this attempt, you are likely to create a lower high here and have this, a decent correction. This is what happened on Bitcoin, hitting the 618, okay? If you're looking at this exhaustion, bullish exhaustion, why bullish exhaustion? From this massive big spike in volume, your second attempt is having very low volume, as you can see here on the chart, okay? Very, very low volume. So you know that the price is getting exhausted. So there's a potential trade right there, as you can see here on the chart. And where would be a pretty nice entry to have a tight stop loss is above the wick, okay? If you take a look at the highs here to the lows, you are just about hitting that 618 level here, as you can see from this drop. Potential risky entry here with a tight stop loss, looking for that potential big correction after that kind of fake pump with bad news to get people liquidated from any over leveraged short positions. I did exactly short here, this entry over here, and you might think, why did you short here? Well, we are in a big range, guys. Just a quick explanation on how we were in this side in this range over here, right there, value area high, big resistance zone. This is a huge resistance zone. We still range trading, value area low from the volume traded from the 27th till today. As you can see also right there, we are getting a reaction, we're getting a bounce. So these are big major resistance and support levels where you can actually short and long. So that was one of the main reasons, right? I didn't care we were breaking here from these lower highs. We were at this daily level. I could see the exhaustion on the 5 minute with volume. This is just a bunch of noise. I'm not interested in trading the news event. I'm interested to trade what happens afterwards, right? What is happening? I can see that exhaustion. So I'm going to get ready and potentially get into that trade for that short opportunity right there, because there is exhaustion. We are hitting resistance. There's not much more bullish volume here. This is likely to have that deep correction. I did manage to get into that trade. Of course, I've taken over 50% of profits here, protecting my position just in case we do get that leg down to retest the absolute lows. Entering here at that 618 level here, exactly, and you can see the risk to reward here. I could get stopped out 4 times. This is a very, very profitable trade. Shorting here at this $20,343 level at that 618 from the exhaustion when we are hitting resistance, value area high, remember, like I was mentioning here, and you can see the exhaustion. These peaks is massive exhaustion. So best trade right there would be getting into that 618 from the next major leg up, knowing that it's likely to have that exhaustion and finally having this collapse. Now I'm in a free trade at this moment, and if you take a look at the risk to reward, now of course, where would be the take profit zone? Well, this is a take profit zone right over here, because if we are range trading still and we're not breaking out, I'll show you another thing that gave me a little bit of confidence to get into this trade. Of course, that was the correction on the DXY. Level to level, remember, value area high. So very likely if we are range trading, in between these levels, value area high and value area low, that if you short at the value area high, you want to get out at the value area low most of your position, right? And just to give you a brief explanation, I get stopped out many times, guys. Many times I get stopped out. But if you're looking for these kind of trade scenarios where you have your risk to reward right there being a 4, 5, or 6 to 1. These are the kind of trades you want to look for. So your stop loss above the next wick here. If you get stopped out, it's a small movement. You're not risking that much. Back down to the value area low, you got an insane trading opportunity right there, okay? From value area high, seeing the exhaustion, reading the volume. This volume is just news volume. This is not real volume, okay? This is just news volume. This is pure manipulation. And as you can see, the exhaustion was there like I just explained. You can see the exhaustion while you're hitting resistance, value area high. So you are very likely to get a pretty deep correction after this movement. Right now, it is worth having some of this trade open because I think, I did see some other YouTubers, analysts, talking really bullish from descending wedges or something. I didn't actually spot these patterns, but overall we have the DXY. We've been talking about this today, potential big major cup in handle. We are only just correcting to this support level. Massive big round formation here. You can see the handle retesting resistance. We've actually had the breakout yesterday. We were only having the correction to retest the support. So this was giving me a little bit of confidence. I was saying, it's likely that we are not going to successfully break down today, Friday. We are going to get, some kind of resistance, some kind of bounce here to retest the highs. Now, if the DXY does break the highs from yesterday, it is game over, guys. It is game over. Bitcoin will likely be retesting 18K because the momentum here on the DXY will very likely continue. This will be the confirmation that it's not a fake out, because if you break up, this could easily be a fake out. When do you know it's not a fake out? When you break the highs of the breakout. This is the moment that you know that you are going to go to much higher levels, right? This was a scenario that we're talking about today in today's live stream. We had the same cup in handle scenario right there. We break out, we had the measured move, which is from low of the cup up to the resistance. From the breakout, you're hitting target to perfection. This cup in handle scenario right there, the target is round about 112, 113 level. That is the projected move. And if we get Fibonacci expansion to help you where that potential expansion can go from this consolidation, it is, it's taking you to the 111. So between 111, 113, I think is likely we're going to hit those levels, in the next 1 to 2 weeks. This just looks very, very bullish. Especially if we do manage, of course, I don't think it probably won't be today. It probably will. But if we break the highs, that is a confirmation. This could still be a fake out. We've got one bounce. It could still have that fake out momentum. If we break the highs of the breakout on the DXY, it's going to get very, very bloody for Bitcoin, guys. If we do break the highs from the breakout by next week, it's not going to be today, potentially it might be today, then you can expect a very, very red week next week if we do get above the highs before the end of the day today, Friday. Let me go quickly through the comp section. We can see the S&P 500 finally getting that correction after the news pump. Okay, we just had a little bit of news pump at 2:30 Central European time, finally correcting down. It looks like that Bitcoin wants to break down the value area low. We've had massive big, fake outs every single time here. Value area low from the volume traded the last, since the 27th of August. There's about a week or so. Value area low wants to be broken. If it's broken this time, this weekly is probably not going to hold. We've got a weekly level here. Why is it weekly level? Just a quick explanation for anybody that's new or hasn't been following the channel. It's a big major weekly level and it's untapped. It is tapped. This one's untapped. This weekly from the 27th to the 4th of July. There's a big weekly level and daily level here at 19,278 approximately. Where I do think we're going to get a quick bounce if we break down this weekly level. This weekly level is from the close of the 22nd of August. It's also a daily level where we've been getting these bounces. If it does break down and retest here, this weekly level for the 4th time, this is likely to get broken. It is likely to get broken, probably go to 19.3, where we could get a major bounce from that daily weekly level here also. or we could actually hold this range. It doesn't matter. Let's see what kind of price action we do make here on Bitcoin. It's holding the range. It is holding the range. It is holding the range pretty nicely. I'm potentially gonna close all of my position because we could get a big fat bounce here. We are at value area low, as you can see here on the chart. We've got also 4 hourly levels. We're also getting resistance from these 4 hourly levels. Look at the 4 hourly closes right there. Close and open, hitting that level, getting the correction. We've got a lot of 4 hourly levels here also, as you can see, that were untapped. 4 hourly level just tapped right now, value area low. We could get a big bounce from this range. It could happen. Friday weekend, not expecting much, guys, but it was a pretty nice trade, a pretty good decision here. Seeing the exhaustion thanks to reading volume, seeing the resistance from the value area high, seeing that choppy action, not paying attention to this news volume. I don't trade news. I don't believe in news volume. I trade real volume when there's no news. Real market makers making that, that footprint, right? Where you actually seeing the big momentum with large volume. So guys, remember, if you are interested in making any trading, if you are experienced on Bybit, you do get an insane bonus down below. It is up to $4,450 worth of bonus, okay, that you can claim at the rewards hub on Bybit. This is my favorite trading platform for crypto because the fees are extremely cheap and it's very fast transactions, very cheap in fees, okay? So make sure to check it out, Bybit. If you're not registered, it is the platform that I use every single day for my trading. Let me take a look here at the comment section. I got no moderators. I haven't warned my moderators that I was going to do a live stream. This was just a quick overview on what happened, guys, what happened, why we corrected, and why this is not looking good for Bitcoin. We got DXY. It's in a big massive bull trend. Next week, if we break the highs from yesterday, it's going to be looking very bad for the DXY. For Bitcoin, sorry, not for DXY. DXY does look like it's going to pump all the way up to 111, 112, even 113 range, which is absolutely crazy. If it breaks and then retraces, what price will it get? Bullish shark on the 1 minute. Oof, be careful with the harmonic patterns on the 1 minute. But yeah, it's long time. I haven't been trading harmonics for the last. I'm just looking at major levels in price action and volume, but need to get back on my harmonic trading because harmonics is also very powerful. Bullish shark on the 1 minute. I'm not sure where. You could see the bullish shark pattern. Yeah, very difficult to detect that bullish pattern. Andy, love from India. Thank you very much, my man. This was just going to be me here, says Dippin. I got one of my members. Thank you very much, Dippin, for joining. Did you manage to research on HDRN? No, but I've got it here. Hedron, HDRN. I am going to do my research. I've got the tab here ready to do the research on this project that was having some pretty nice pumpy action. Why bad? We will buy, says Emre. Absolutely. I am trained. I am buying Bitcoin every single week. I got a fixed price of USDT that I'm buying every week, but enjoying the trading as well. Enjoying those opportunities on these movements on Bitcoin. Okay, now this is, if you are shorting this value area high level where you after this massive exhaustion, hitting the daily level here, not having more volume to the upside, this was a clear exhaustion for me. This is why I entered that short position, and you know the deal. I short into these kind of pumps when we are hitting resistance, and when shorting is better for trading for me. When the price action collapses, it does it fast. When the price, when people panic sell, the movements are really amazing. They're fast. When it's bullish momentum, it's usually slower. As you can see, bang, big collapse. When it collapses, you do see some pumps pretty aggressive also. I'm not going to say never, but usually when the panic sells are really nice. So shorting Bitcoin is kind of better for me, better for Do I close my short on Bitcoin? Well, I am closing most of my short on Bitcoin. I've closed over 50% on this short from this resistance zone because we are at support. We cannot ignore that we are at support level. Can we retest here down the $19,500 range? Yes, I might leave 20% on my position open just in case we do get that move down. But we are at support. We can expect a big bounce. We got 4 hourly levels right there, close and opens. We are at value area low from the range, okay? This is a huge range. We got a value area high, which is the resistance zone. We got a value area low, which is the support zone, as you can see on the chart. So it is at support. If you're shorting, definitely take, quite a bit of profits and protect position. Guys, this was just going to be a quick live stream just to show you where we at right now. Just see what's happened, just to show you what has happened really with this exhaustion level. We could get exhausted here at this value area low, and we could get a big fat bounce. And it's going to be the weekend, so probably not too much manipulation. We're probably going to see a little bit of bullish momentum to the upside, but we're still in a range, okay? Still in a range. This is going to be a pretty nice opportunity. Once we break down 19,550, which is these lows over here, this is a huge level. It's a weekly tap, tap, tap. We got to break down from this level in volume. And if we do retrace quickly, guys, there's a very, very likely going to be a quick shorting opportunity right there, level to level. There's potentially going to be a big bounce from this $19,300 range because we've got a daily, we've got a weekly level. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities inside of this range also. That would be a high probability trade. Till that happens, it might take ages. We're probably going to break resistance in the next coming weeks, which I think is unlikely because DXY is showing some bullish pressure. If the dollar gains value, we know that Bitcoin is going to go down with high probability. Not much to add, guys. Sorry for not reading much of the... So you suggest too long for the short term, and I got sad saying, well, the bounce is happening at this moment, all right? You potentially at this moment, we got some pretty nasty big volume with no news. This is no news volume. You are likely, if we do retrace here all the way up to the $19.9, $20,000 range, it's going to be a big resistance zone. We've got a big spike in volume here to the downside. I'm saying, it's not the highest probable trade because how long have we been here inside of this range? We've been in here for quite a long time. There will be a moment that we are going to break out from this zone, being up or down. You want to get into these, you want to get range trade at the beginning, right? Because there will be a moment it break down. Like I said, highest probability next trade for me would be a solid breakdown from this low of 19,500. I will be looking for some quick trades, some quick scalp day trades inside of that area. Guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Just a quick explanation on Bitcoin. I mean, this is a long range, but stay cautious. We are in an aggressive downtrend. We have been consolidating for quite a long time. This could be a moment that it's going to collapse at some point. Weekend is coming. I do not think that this is going to happen during the weekend, but it could happen. It could happen. Guys, thanks for joining the live stream. Smash up the like button if you enjoyed this quick update, on knowing where we at, where do we have strong levels also of support. Of course, what would be a big high probability trade would be breaking the value area high from this zone. Also, if we had a big massive breakout from this value area high, okay, lot of wicks. This is just a bunch of noise, fake out. This is the level is exactly at 20,400. If it breaks 20,400 with high volume, all right, then of course, you are looking also for that quick bounce, at least to retest the highs. Stay safe in your trading. When will you close your short? I've closed over 50% on my short, about 60% on my short. I'm going to, because it's up here, it's protected. We can visit the value area high again. It can happen. But I've taken most of my profits out already, because we are at support level, value area low. It's protected. If we come all the way up here to this level, it doesn't matter. I'll get stopped out at break even, but I'm keeping the position just in case we do start breaking these lows. You know, there is a high chance, as we are in an aggressive downtrend, as you can see. This is a big support level, bounce, bounce, bounce. What is happening here is that you are creating lower highs consistently. Lower highs, this is still a lower high. So there is lower highs. There is a possibility that you will create a lower high here also. Finally retesting the low. So it's a kind of a descending triangle scenario, which is a bearish pattern here, trend momentum. Going with the momentum. 500 likes easily, says Dippin. Thanks for the insane support. Yes, smash that like button, guys. Over 400 people watching. Thank you very much. I will be doing a live streams during the weekend to analyze the situation and movements and get ready for some trading scenarios to the upside or to the downside, okay? Getting ready for those moves down if we do have that solid breakdown. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're a newcomer, make sure to subscribe. We're going to analyze the situation, you know, during Saturday and Sunday to see where the price could go. DXY looking pretty bullish. So we'll be analyzing that also by Monday. It's just going to stay stuck now. It's going to be a boring weekend potentially. Let's see what happens. It might not. It might be. We might see some, you know, massive retail selling pressure. Who knows? Who knows? Or buying pressure. We don't really know. Level to level trading, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button. Remember, you got insane bonuses on Bybit down below. Also on PrimeXBT, you get 7% added to your deposit. I've got full tutorials down below in the description if you want to learn how to use these platforms. The best bonuses are on Bybit and PrimeXBT, my favorite trading platforms. They're the ones that I use, okay, for my trading. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you have a great weekend. Just a quick live stream on what has happened and explaining why this has happened. Explaining that exhaustion, guys, super important. And why also we are getting this reaction because we are at the value area low from the trading zone. Till we do not break the lows here from these fake outs, okay, from the lows of the 19,500, or till we not break the 20,400, you are range trading inside this zone, okay? Stay cautious, protect positions if you are trading inside of this zone with tight stop losses just in case you do get a solid breakout. There will be a moment, there will be a solid breakout. You want to be protected if you are trading the zone, guys. Thank you very much for the insane support. Check out Bitcoinsensus website for the latest technical analysis ideas that we post every single day here. Totally free information down below on the website. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.